Right, so today I'm going to be showing you how to stay calm on sidewalls, which I've noticed is a very big mistake. Bye. So today I'm going to be showing you how to stay calm on the sidewall, especially when there's possession coming your way, and how to clear it the most efficient way and how to not panic. And the biggest mistakes that cause people to miss are also going to be shown in this video. So when the ball is on the sidewall, a very big key step you need to understand is you don't need to rush the touch. The biggest mistake that people make is jumping too early. So as I can show you here, this is one of the biggest mistakes with people being like panicking. Say if the ball's here, you don't have to drive and just try and hit it. That's not always the best option here. Say it's up here like this and you don't know what to do. The best way to do it here is just go down and try and meet the ball. I see a lot of people, it'll be up here like this and they'll not know what to do, so they'll just dive at it like this. Or it'll be coming up, and this is another key mistake people make. They'll try and just hit it. They'll just try and hit it nowhere. Whereas what you've got to think is the defenders are here. If they see the ball coming right here, they're just gonna clear it down to the sidewall, and then you're back here. Then you're back here trying to recover from whatever's happened. So when you're here on the sidewall, a very big thing you need to take into consideration is, one, look for your teammate. If you're here and your teammate isn't on the halfway line or here, you don't want to rush the touch because you're leaving your teammate in a 2v1. So if you're here and your teammate's mid, then try and go for like a little pass middle, because your teammate's then going to rather have a free shot on goal or he's going to try and force a 50, which either way gives you time to either attack with him or go back. So you always want to plan the move that you're going to do. And say if he's not there, you don't want to go for this now. You want to try and go down and just try and get a 50 or win the ball, because then your teammate is going to move middle off that touch, if that makes sense. So it's in 2v2 and 3v3 especially, you always have to play to your teammate's position. That's the biggest advice for this shot I can give you, and this technique and how I play. So if I'm here on my own, I'm going to try and rather go for a double touch because it gives good possession, or I'm going to hit it up to make it look like I'm going to go, and then I'm going to jump down and then have a free shot on goal. They're the two key things that I do, which help me gain rank and become just better at the game in general. And then say I'm playing with someone and they're middle, then I can say I'm putting it low. I'm putting it low to them. Especially Mike's help. Solo queuing's a lot harder because you can have ball chase your teammates where they're middle for a second, so you're looking for the pass. All of a sudden you do that and they're all the way in the top right corner, getting boost. So that's one thing that you always need to be prepared for, especially when solo queuing, is making sure that you know exactly where your teammates are at all times. Because it has happened to me where you're not really sure where your teammate is or what he's doing, so you're trying to play 1v2 for a second, and then before you know it, you've conceded. So that's one really good step I can give, really good advice. Another one is, if you have space on the field, say I'm here and the ball's rolling towards me like this, you don't always have to just smack it. That's another thing that I always see. Say you're in the corner on your own and the ball's coming, you don't always have to take a touch and just hit it, because that's giving them more options than you, because it's going towards them, so then they can do the same thing. But as you've already committed to that touch down here like that, all they're going to do then is just flick it over you. So that's what you always have to take into consideration with clearing the ball. So one thing I can say is a soft touch is always more efficient in most circumstances like this. The ball's coming, try and take a soft touch and then make a play, because that gives your teammate time to be open on the field, so your teammate could go and make a play, or he could make an option for you instead of the ball coming to you like this. I'll show you again. This is not as efficient if you just do this and then just smack the ball, because if there's someone over there now, they've got a free shot. Whereas if it's coming in like this, Jesus, if it's coming in like this, then you try and take like a nice soft touch, and then you can try and force the 50. And this is about even in yesterday's video. If you want to go to the playlists in the YouTube video, I've got a video on half flips. I would recommend watching that for especially good recoveries, because say the ball's coming in like this, say the ball's coming in like this and you're facing this way, you've gone for boost, then you can like half flip to get a better position on the ball. It's a very, I'd say Rocket League is way more about planning ahead of what you want to do, because even with what I said just, if you want to know exactly what to do here, it's all really based on your teammate's position and how mechanical you are. Because say for me, if I'm here now, I don't need to see my teammate most of the time, because I can just go for a double. I can just try and force something into the goal. Whereas for lower ranked players, they're going to be panicking. So you want to make sure that you're there to support if they need, sorry. But that's another key step for Rocket League that I'd say take into consideration, especially for trying to grind up the ranks and understanding the game a lot more. That is definitely a very big tip that I can give. Another big rule in Rocket League, I'd say, is staying calm on the ball. I'd say the main rule is slow, because slow makes your gameplay a lot more smoother, whereas fast-paced players can lose control. I'd say I'm a fast-paced player, and I do see the problems when I'm doing stuff really fast. Let's say this now, I'm going really quick, so I'm going to easily lose control of the ball. Whereas someone that's doing that exact thing but going a lot slower like this, taking their time, look at the control you have as a slower player. You've got way more options. So I would say you also need to find your play style. That could be another big tip for gaining ranks and finding your role in game. You have the mechanical players that will be there just doing flip resets, musties, everything. Then you've got the game smart players that will do stuff like this, where they'd fake the shot for your teammate. Where if it was me, I would go to the ceiling, but I wouldn't think to fake it. I'd probably try and take a touch and then like a fast ceiling shot. Whereas you'd have the smart players that will do stuff exactly like this. They'd go to the ceiling, but then they'd go near the ball, fake the ball, and then try and play a pass or a shot. So finding your role is another key aspect of Rocket League, especially for higher ranks, I'd say. But yeah, that's a rule that I'd say everyone should stick to, especially in this video. Try and take as much out of this video as you can, because this is what helped me get to a higher rank and to the understanding of the game that I have currently. So I would say from champ above in rank, if you're champ above, I'd say start try and force doubles more, because that is going to get your confidence up, and it's going to make you feel just way more confident as a player, and it'll show true mechanics if you have them. And then I'd say from diamond or below, I'd say start trying to learn where your teammate is or whereabouts he's on the pitch, because I think from diamond below, that's the rank where you start to understand that Rocket League and what it actually is, and that it isn't an easy game to get used to or good at. So I'd say teammates is a very big aspect, and try to use as much comms as possible and communication if you're with a teammate playing on mic with them. I'd say that's communication's everything in Rocket League, even voice chat or even quick chat saying like nice shot, I've got it. Boost your teammate's ego, mate. Like that's what I do when I'm solo queuing. Put nice shot, what I save whenever your teammate does something good. It boosts their ego, makes them play better. I hope I've got some good tips in there that people can learn from and take away what they want to take from this video. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope everyone has a good day. Bye.